Hello and welcome back. So we are now on the third mission of the Protoss campaign, referred to as Higher Ground. In the last mission we destroyed a Zerg cerebrate to try and cripple the Zerg. This was, Tassadar told us that basically that was the weak link in the Zerg chain of command, and that was our best way of defeating them. So that's what we did. Fenix and a small task force slipped into the Zerg base and were used to attack and destroy the cerebrate. Fenix said he would remain behind and observe what happened next, so hopefully we're going to find out in this mission what happened next.
Executor, I bring news most dire. The cerebrate that we thought we had killed has arisen again. The creature's battered form was reincarnated despite the considerable damage we inflicted upon it. Even now, the cerebrate drives its brood in preparation for their next offensive.
It is as I feared. It was folly to believe Tassadar could be trusted. The Conclave will not soon forget his wanton betrayal. Nevertheless, we must stand resolute, for attacking defenseless cerebrates is not the way of true Protoss warriors. We shall overcome the entire swarm with the might and the fury that is our heritage. Executor, we shall lead our main strike force to the province of Sion, which has fallen to the Zerg. It's time the Zerg felt the wrath of the Sons of Ire. Praetor Fenix will remain here with a small detachment and guard Antioch from any further assaults.
Adun be with you, Executor. Bring swift death to the enemies of Ire.
So, as you might have actually deduced from what you might remember from the Zerg campaign, killing the cerebrate won't do anything to it because it will be resurrected. We do know one way of killing the cerebrate. Unfortunately, we weren't given access to Dark Templar, and with reason to believe that Aldaris probably wouldn't be too keen on us actually working with the Dark Templar. So, at the moment, there's a very powerful weapon there, just completely unable to be used by us. So instead what we've been ordered to do, well, instead, because that strategy hasn't worked for reasons we might already know, is we've been tasked with Aldaris to destroy some Zerg colonies in the province of Sion. So let's see how that goes. Here we go, and you can see a new unit called the Scout. So we're going to get scouts in this mission. I'm going to be building a lot of those. Actually, I didn't want to save over 3. There we go, save over 2. Not because the scouts are super powerful. In fact, generally, the general consensus is they don't get much use in sort of multiplayer and stuff, but they are very useful in this mission because this mission has been deliberately designed for you to have to use. Well, you don't have to use them, but it's very beneficial at times to use them. Now, before we go any further, let's absolutely get a gateway because we are desperately going to need that for building any kind of defences, and I will also want to get a cybernetics core quite quickly as well. And in fact, as well, how dare you? There we go. As well, we're actually going to want a pylon pretty quickly as well, and I'm actually going to tuck that in the back of our base so we can build some tech buildings around here. And the great thing is, once they start building, they can go back to mining. Let's get an assimilator. And while we're waiting, mining. So, fortunately, that gateway only sustained shield damage, and that will regenerate. Other damage to the building would have been permanent. Interestingly, for a unit called the Scout is not actually particularly quick either. I think the idea being they are scouts of the Protoss Air Force. Now the Protoss Armada. The Protoss Armada is remarkably powerful in the lore of the backstory, and Protoss air units are also very, very powerful, or as sometimes affectionately known, Skytoss. Right, definitely want a cybernetics core. We're going to be wanting to get working on having some dragoons. Focusify here. Yeah, quite a slow attack, only 8 damage versus ground. Very good against Overlords though, if they can catch them. These fire the antimatter missiles, which is an awesome weapon. You get back to mining. Let's get some more probes out. I'd quite like a forge as well, so we can start getting some upgrades, and also it will allow us to build photon cannons, which are certainly useful, especially in the campaign. They are really going hard on the harassment. So the Protoss campaign being the third campaign, obviously the earlier missions are a lot easier, but by comparison to the Terran campaign, earlier missions are not nearly as easy. Or at least it's not that they're much harder. So you can see we can get air upgrades now, but there is more to juggle because you will get harassed and attacked. Because the expectation will be at this point in the game you're starting to really kind of get a hang of the mechanics. I am going to build a shield battery, which I believe is hotkey B, just so we've got it. Won't hurt to have some extra shields. Let's get another probe, and also I wouldn't mind getting one of these upgrades. This upgrade does double duty because it applies to all Protoss. This is obviously only to ground units. Let's get that weapon damage upgrade. And I wouldn't mind getting another gateway soon. We can see we can build advanced buildings now. We can build the Citadel of Ardun and the Stargate. I believe the Citadel of Ardun will actually have some quite nice upgrades, so I'm going to build that now just to get the ball rolling on that one. And the Stargate, 150 and 150, so it won't be long until we can afford that either. We do also want to consider pylons though. Now, I don't need to worry about, because these are going to be building air units, I don't need to worry about units getting blocked in. I'm going to have 2 Stargates, I think. Of course I need more Vespene gas first. So while we're waiting for that, let's get another Zealot. Or a Dragoon, sorry. Which did cost a little bit of Vespene, but I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, the Zealot faster movement. So that scout took some damage there. While I'm waiting for that, I'm also... Now, can that get out? I am going to build another gateway. And we're going to put another probe down. We're also going to build a photon cannon. At least one. And going to build a probe. Of course. In fact, let's get a couple on the go at once. Now, I got the singularity charge, got the upgrade there. I think air weapons would be nice, but let's get some speed on the Zealots. You can see scouts are very expensive. 275 minerals and 125 gas. So there we go, some more pylons. So it would be quite nice actually to have some additional sources of Vespene. Right, that calls for a photon cannon down there, absolutely. A lot more harassment by the Zerg here. There is an upgrade to scout speeds. We don't have that at the moment. At the moment we can't upgrade scout speed. That needs something called the fleet beacon. I didn't want to set a rally point there. Let's see what else we can get. I think the air weapons is going to be a huge upgrade there. Keep doing some saves. Actually, I wonder if a rallying down there will be able to go around. That's not the most efficient way for them to go. Let's get another cannon, just to really defend this mineral line. Now we're starting to get a little bit heavier on gas, but I think we can still get some more probes for mining too, so... Let's get a Dragoon, and let's see... I'm actually going to build another shield battery just so we've got it. So then these can very quickly get shields back. It's sometimes a good way to preserve things like your scouts as well. Run them out, get them to lose all their shields, bring them back, shield battery them. There's one of the Aya denizens, and then bring them, and then you can send them pretty much straight back out again. So we can see some Scourge there, they'd be a huge problem. Now if we get the drop on them, we can actually kill them. So this base is very much an anti-air base. Now those zealots need to come back. Oh, those should have been mining. You can see the benefits of having those cannons there, although I'd say we lost a little too much there. Let's build another cannon just to be really safe. Let's get these repaired. I say repaired, shielded. I'm actually going to put that as control group 1. Let's get not enough minerals for a scout yet. There is a base that is very weak to air attacks as well, so we will want to capitalise on that one. I believe it's the red one down here. Unfortunately, that is not a Vespene Geyser we can use. Or Geyser. I flick between saying the two. It doesn't matter. Let's get another scout there, actually. So these I'm going to rally to here, and those will go control group 1. I think I might try and get 2 control groups of scouts, which is going to take some doing. Now, here we go. Here's a possible expansion. Are there any minerals here? Yes, there are. The problem is going to be defending that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send 2 probes along, and I'm going to see if I can get them to build some pylons. So we've got some photon cannons. And I'm actually going to put the cannons up before we do anything else. Let's get another scout out. So you go over and join your friends there. Because a second Vespene Geyser is going to be very, very important. Aha! Interesting. Guys, could you please deal with the Zerglings there? Don't much fancy losing that probe. There we go. Guess I should have probably seen that one coming. In fact, let's not dally around. Let's build cannons. We had enough minerals to build a geyser, but we will get that back. Oh dear. Let's bring these over here. Pretty solid attack coming in there. Let's bring these back and get these mining, and these desperately need to be mining again as well. Now I think, yeah, we had to take our minerals. Right. Definitely going to want some cannons up here then. You can see there's some fairly concentrated attacks. Let's get 1 probe back over there, because we are going to start needing some buildings over there. Meanwhile, let's keep a sort of scout force up here then. And I'm going to take a very small force over there. And I think another pylon as well. still got quite a few minerals to work with, but get an extractor there, so that's ready to go. And then I think soon we want to save up and get the Nexus.
Contact kills.
Let's not have that probe sitting around doing nothing.
Contact. Done. Locus acknowledged.
A very nice unit would be observers right now. Unfortunately, we don't have access to those. Right, let's see. Can we get a Nexus? Now, where's the best place for that? I think it's there. And while that's spawning in, we'll get some cannons down as well.
I am needed. Colossus.
Although we will also need some more units.
Contact kills. Locus acknowledged.
See if they can patrol there.
You've not enough minerals. You've not enough minerals.
I'm going to start some mining over here. What that will allow us to do is build probes from here without sort of let's definitely get some more Dragoons. That should be ready soon. Right, those are going to go the long way back, so we'll give them a second. There we go. He's still going there. There we go. Right. And then you go and start mining gas from here. We're actually floating a fair bit of gas now, which suggests to me we need more mineral mining. Gonna put 2 more over here. Let's get that mining over here. I think we're ready to save and see what we can do next. So, let's get another scout. Let's get another zealot. Now we've got a route down here. I'm actually going to send this one to scout around here. Now let's get a Dragoon. And actually, let's get 2 Dragoons. Now, hopefully... So we lost photon cannon, but all told, everything else survived. So, let's take advantage of that. Let's actually get 2 more photon cannons. Now, I do have to wonder if we're going to see... Let's get another scout on the go. I do have to wonder if we're going to see... a drop from high up. Right, so let's scout around here. Okay. Do not want him engaging them alone. He's reasonably expendable, but that doesn't mean we should throw him away. Right, you get back to mining there. You can see we can sort of juggle around these shield batteries. Let's get rid of that Overlord. Get some more Dragoons on the go. We are going to need some more pylons. Don't see why we can't put them down there. So where was that? There we go. We've got a nice critical mass of units now. What else can we be building? Can we get... yeah, must constrict additional pylons. Take a shot!
Locus acknowledged. I have returned. Receiving. I long for combat.
I was never quite sure, but I think the scout is saying locus acknowledged, which is presumably some sort of reference to, you know, mathematical loci. I don't know. Let's get the shield upgrade. Air armor wouldn't hurt as well. Let's get a couple more probes here as well. Now I think this base should be reasonably well defended from any kind of aggression that we might see. I'm gonna see if we can see a bit more. Right, okay. Yeah. Oh, should be using that spacebar key when I hear a probe's been finished a lot more. Right, let's get another scout or two out. We are definitely going to need some more pylons soon. Because once we've really got production on the go, we're going to be building a lot of units. Now, let's see. Can he get around there? Before we do that, because that might annoy the Zerg somewhat. Right, no, okay. Sadly, we don't have shuttles in this mission, so we can't drop on the enemy. I'm going to build one or two zealots as well, just so we've got them every so often. I think we're doing okay economy-wise though now. How's that doing? Yeah, scouts build quite slowly as well. I'm going to try and get 2 control groups of scouts, because this is one of those things where in RTSs where they give you a mission, they give you a new unit, and they build the mission up around the idea that you're going to be building a lot of the new unit as well. So actually, let's save. There we go. We're going to need more pylons. Now, they don't actually give you the Reaver in this unit. So they give you the Reaver in the previous mission, but they don't actually give it you in this mission. Can we get a scout up there? Not quite yet. There we go. Now, where's this group? Now, the trick with this is going to be dealing with their various air defences. But you can see that is clearly vulnerable to a ground attack. An air attack, sorry. Got plenty of dragoons around here. I would not mind finding more resources. No, I think actually that's going to be our our opportunity for resources. So we need to clear that out. These are running very low. We've got plenty of resources over here. We're going to have some oversaturation, but that's okay. We can deal with that.
Upgrade complete. You've not enough minerals.
We'll get another one in the queue there. So group 2 over here. Now let's see. Let's get these really close together. It's just slightly increases the efficiency of their attacks. Oh, they mustn't have all attacked at once. There we go. Right, pull those out there. In fact, I'm going to stick a shield battery down here. In fact, I'm going to stick 2 shield batteries. Because then that really increases our harassment options here. It basically affects it, really reduces sort of the opportunity cost. In that case, we'll DQ that. That can go in group 2. Because we want to try and keep the shields up on these guys as much as possible. I can't remember exactly how many shields get restored. Right, we are going to need more pylons.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
That is a huge Zerg force coming in there. Actually, I think it's okay. I think we can clean it up. But we are going to need some replacement units.
Teleport successful. Standing by.
You've not enough minerals.
Transmit. Transmit.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Kills. Locus acknowledged.
There we go.
Awaiting command. It will be done. Kills. Kokola. Standing by. Locus acknowledged. It will be done.
So let's see if we can pull.
Standing by. It will be done. Kokola. Locus acknowledged. Life for hire. Kills. Locus acknowledged. It will be done.
A lot of hydralisks in this base. But you can see the sheer amount of sunken colonies we're having to deal with.
Standing by. Kills. Contact. Kills.
Gonna put a zealot further out there.
Successful.
You must construct additional items.
Of course. By the time pylons are done, we'll have regained the resources we're about to spend here. I'm quite confident.
Locus acknowledged.
They're quite healthy. Right. That spore colony is going to be one to watch. We can take it with this many scouts, but
Awaiting command.
we shouldn't be sort of overconfident. Right, there's a Zerg hive. We might actually be able to make a meal out of it.
Locus acknowledged.
These need to come over here, and they're going to be oversaturated there.
Awaiting command.
See, those have ended up there. I'm actually quite happy to just leave them almost attack moving, as it were.
You've not enough minerals.
Yeah, I think we're going to want to take this to have enough of a mineral flow. Now, if we clear out enough of the sunkens, it's going to be very easy for our ground forces to push in.
We are under attack.
Now, what's that? Okay. Yeah, photon cannons can deal with that quite easily. Let's get you on a tour there of the shield batteries. How many? So 4 more scouts. Since you're not doing anything better, let's get some more pylons because we're going to need them.
You've not enough.
We are running very low there. Can you get out? Yes.
Awaiting command. Standing by. Awaiting command.
But we can see we've really
Standing by.
heavily damaged that red Zerg base now.
Kills.
So, let's see if we can get
Acknowledged.
this colony. In fact, I think we can be cheeky and push that spore colony. We just want to see who's getting damaged where possible. That can go in group 2. See, one base that's weak to air, one base that's weak to ground. So you nearly got the base that's weak to air done. In fact, let's get that spore colony out of the way. Now, which one's taking damage? It's hard to see, but it's okay, we've cleared it. Meanwhile, let's get one of these probes down here. We've actually got access to a geyser as well. One more pylon should do us. And we can get one more scout. We've got a full control group. Now. Ah, there's a geyser down there. That's much better position. Now, hopefully this probe can get through. If not, we can replace it quite quickly. One more scout. And then, I think just a lot of dragoons. Yeah. So once the creep's receded, we can start mining. I wouldn't mind sticking the Nexus here. Unfortunately, we can't stick it on creep.
Awaiting command. Chaos.
And you can go control group 2. Which actually might seem a bit redundant now, because we've taken out the base that's strong against ground. That is not ideal. That was very bad timing. There we go. Okay. That is not going to survive. In fact, I'm going to build another one and just... and leave that just sort of unbound from that control group. Did not think a Zerg attack would be coming in right at that moment, but it did. In fact, I don't think we need to worry too much about the resources there, but okay, that's probably the best place for us to put right, let's get some more of these spare probes over. Sadly, again, we don't have a shuttle, so we can't just shuttle them over. But what I do think we want to do is start moving some forces up here to defend against any Zerg aggression up here. Now, I'm going to scout up there just to see what we can see. You can go in group 2. And where's that other one who I've decided is too damaged? You can be a scout. Right, so there's another base position up here. Probably won't need it now. Let's get some more gateways, just so we can really quickly build up our army. So they can all rally on this tiling here. So let's have 3 for the gas here, and then the rest can go into minerals. And we've got another mineral patch up there. Plenty of minerals on this map. Won't actually really need to use them very much. We can actually attack this base by air as well. It's trickier, because you can see there'll be a large amount of spore colonies. Not an insurmountable amount, but why attack with air units when we've got a decent ground army?
Instructions. I am needed. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I'm actually going to queue up a few.
I am needed. Awaiting instructions. Transmit. Apply for vengeance.
So there are sunken colonies down there. It's not going to just be a complete cakewalk, but much lower in terms of resistance. We've actually probably got more units queued up than we should do. Sadly, there's no indicator showing that they're producing. Right, aha! That would explain our low mineral count. No, let's get a squad of...
Item needed. Item needed. Confirmed.
Pull the Mutalisks out.
Receiving. The warriors have engaged not enough minerals. Knockout team. Input command.
Right.
Commencing.
Let's push in with these units. Probably going to lose that Dragoon, but that's fine.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I think the white is generally speaking the stronger base, but I'm not sure. I'm actually going to bring the scouts in as well, just to supplement what we've got.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
We can definitely get some more construction here. There we go. I wonder if there was ground armour we could research.
You've not enough minerals. Honor guide.
And this is just a case of cleaning up now.
Antioch is under attack by overwhelming Zerg forces.
Praetor, you must hold your position for as long as possible. Fight on, brave Fenix, and know that the gods watch over you. Entaro Adun.
There we go. So while we were away attacking Antioch, which we'd taken the bulk of our forces to do, Fenix has come under attack. So, victory, such as it is, over the Balrog and Tiamat brood. So actually, the red one is Dagoth's brood. So yes, we've achieved a victory there. I'm thinking I'm actually going to put the cutscene at the. We're going to let the cutscene play this mission out as well. So this will be the last you'll hear from me. But I hope you've enjoyed watching this. I hope you enjoy the cutscene that's about to come up, and I will see you next time. Bye.